All right, my name is Olakunle Obademi, and in this presentation, I will be reflecting on my discipleship project and my leadership service project, including my goals, what I want to accomplish, and what I learned about accountability and leadership. What I said in the beginning of the term that I want to become and why. In the beginning of the term, I wanted to become a spiritually consistent and discipleship leader. That is main thing that I wanted to become. I wanted to be more of someone that has a stronger character than what I just scheduled to do, especially while balancing my life with school, with family, with church responsibilities. My goals was not to my goals was to ensure that my daily actions reflect the principle taught by Jesus Christ and and that is also reinforced in this course. These are the goals that that I set for myself at the beginning of the term. I set 4 daily activities and 2 weekly activities. Number one of the daily activity is personal scripture study and prayer. Number two is be sure that I'm able to be in control of myself especially when I'm under a stressful situation. And number three is to be intentional to get engagement more with my family, other than paying attention to other things, and my family will suffer. And the last one out of the daily limit habit I set for myself is I told myself I'm going to complete 60-minute focus study every day. And weekly, I want to remind myself that I'm following the habit that I set for myself during the week. And every Sunday too, I also want to give out 45 minutes of time for my family connection to be sure that I am there and I include them in whatever plan that I'm doing. Even though I have this Excel sheet to track my daily progress, as much as I plan it diligently from the beginning, yet I discovered that I was missing out in the first 2 weeks. I was missing out a lot as evidence in this Excel sheet. But the good thing is, as we progresses, I am now conscious of following up because I don't want to, have an area where I will fail and it will be obvious. And this dragged my attention back to making sure that I fulfill my daily task and weekly task as the case may be. So what I accomplished is that I was able to stay consistent with most of my habit I set for myself despite my busy schedule. Compared to what I originally planned, I achieved high level of discipline, especially on the daily habits. Although I did not achieve 100% of my habit that I set for myself, but I maintain a strong commitment and improve my consistency over the period of time. As you can see, I was able to meet 89% of my consistency, and I do not have any strong area of weakness. As you can see, I recorded 0 here. That was because that I use all these indications that I use here. If any of these indications fall below 26, which will be like 60% of 44 days that I set for myself, one of these will become obvious weakness. But I was able to correct it, even though there are obvious or lapses when I started. But towards the end, I was able to stay consistent, and I was able to flow through. And in terms of growth, I became more intentional with my time and aware of my daily activity. I also become more disciplined in managing my responsibility, especially balancing school, work, and family. This project helped me to become more consistent, more focused, become a more focused person. And in the future, this is what I plan to do differently. I will start planning earlier and structure my time more effectively. And two, I would simplify these habits to make them easier to maintain and achieve. I would also increase my accountability by reviewing my goals more frequently. I learned two things about accountability. One, accountability build trust with yourself, and when you keep your commitment, you becomes more confident, you becomes more disciplined. And number two, accountability requires structures and tracking. Like we can see as evidence in the Excel sheet that I use, without tracking progress, it becomes easy to lose focus. I also learned that consistency is more important than perfection. As you can see, I was not perfect in the beginning, but I was consistent and I was able to do better. In conclusion, this project has helped me to grow in discipline, in being accountable, in being leadership, and it has also strengthened my ability to lead myself first, which is the foundation of leading others. If I'm unable to lead myself, obviously I will not be able to lead other people around me. Thank you very much, and that will be the end of my presentation.